It's 5:30 a.m. Your alarm goes off. You promised yourself last night that today would be different. Today, you'd finally start that morning routine. Get to the gym, eat healthy, be productive, but your hand reaches for the snooze button. Again, sound familiar? You're not alone. Studies show that 92% of people fail to achieve their goals. 92%, that's almost everyone. Before we get started, check out the link in the description to download our ebook. But here's what's fascinating. It's not about willpower. It's not about motivation. And it's definitely not about being lazy. The problem is hardwired into your brain. And once you understand why change is so brutally difficult, I'm going to show you one ridiculously simple habit that can fix everything. What's up, everyone? Today we're diving deep into one of life's biggest mysteries. Why is change so incredibly hard? We're talking about the psychology behind why our brains fight us every step of the way, why motivation fails, why willpower runs out, why most self-improvement advice simply doesn't work. But more importantly, I'm going to share with you one habit, just one that's been scientifically proven to create lasting change. So simple you might think it's too good to be true. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why you've struggled with change in the past. And you'll have a concrete tool you can start using today to finally make those changes stick. So if you're ready to stop making the same promises to yourself and actually follow through, hit that like button and let's get started. First, let's talk about what's actually happening in your brain when you try to change. Your brain has two main systems fighting for control. System 1, your primitive brain. This is the survival center. It craves comfort, avoids pain, and resists anything new or uncertain. It's been keeping humans alive for millions of years. System 2, your prefrontal cortex. This is where logic, planning, and willpower live. It's the part that sets goals and makes promises. Here's the problem. Your primitive brain is way stronger. It's like trying to win a tug-of-war between a toddler and a bodybuilder. This is why motivation fails. Motivation is just your prefrontal cortex getting excited about the future. But excitement is temporary. It runs out of steam. Think about it. You start a diet on Monday, full of motivation. By Thursday, your primitive brain is screaming for pizza. Which one usually wins? And willpower? It's like a muscle that gets tired. Research shows we make about 35,000 decisions per day. By evening, your willpower is completely depleted. Then there's the expectation trap. We set massive goals, lose 30 pounds, read 50 books, wake up at 5 a.m. every day. Our primitive brain sees these as threats to our current comfortable routine and fights back hard. This creates the yo-yo effect. You push hard with willpower, your brain pushes back harder, and you end up worse than where you started. So what's the solution? It's called the 2-minute rule, and it's going to change everything. Here's how it works. When you want to build a new habit, scale it down to something you can do in 2 minutes or less. Want to read more? Don't commit to reading for an hour. Commit to reading 1 page. Want to exercise? Don't plan a 1-hour workout. Do 2 push-ups. Want to meditate? Start with 2 minutes, not 20. I know what you're thinking. 2 push-ups. That's ridiculous. It won't change anything. But that's exactly the point. You're not trying to transform your life in 2 minutes. You're trying to prove to your brain that you're the type of person who does this thing. See, sustainable change isn't about outcomes. It's about identity. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. Do 2 push-ups? You just voted for? I'm someone who exercises. Read 1 page? You voted for? I'm a reader. Meditate for 2 minutes? You voted for? I'm someone who takes care of their mental health. And here's where it gets powerful. Your brain starts to see this as part of your identity. The resistance drops. What felt impossible becomes automatic. This works because of neuroplasticity. Your brain literally rewires itself based on repeated actions. But it needs consistency, not intensity. Think of it like this. Change is a marathon, not a sprint. And you can't run a marathon by sprinting the first mile and then collapsing. All right, let's get practical. How do you actually implement the 2-minute rule? Step 1. Choose 1 habit. Just 1. I don't care how motivated you feel right now. Pick 1 thing you want to change. Step 2. Scale it down until it feels almost silly. If your scaled down version doesn't make you think this is too easy, it's not small enough. Step 3. Focus on consistency, not results. Your only job for the first 30 days is to show up, every single day, no exceptions. Step 4. Celebrate the identity shift. After you do your 2 push-ups, literally say out loud, "I'm someone who exercises." This reinforces the identity change. Step 5. Track your streak, not your results. Use a simple calendar or app. Put an X for every day you show up. Watch the chain grow. Step 6. Only increase after the habit feels automatic, usually 30 to 60 days. And when you do increase, do it gradually. Pro tip: set up your environment for success. Put your workout clothes next to your bed. Leave the book on your pillow. Make it easier to do the habit than not to do it. Plan for obstacles. What happens when you're tired? Sick? Traveling? Have a minimum viable version? Maybe it's just putting on your workout clothes. Maybe it's reading 1 sentence. Let me tell you about Sarah. She wanted to get in shape, but had failed countless times. Instead of joining another gym program, she started with the 2-minute rule. Day 1. She put on her running shoes and walked to the end of her driveway. That's it. Day 2. Same thing. For 2 weeks, that was her entire workout. But something amazing happened. On day 15, she felt like walking a little further. By month 2, she was jogging around the block. 6 months later, she completed her first 5K. The key wasn't the exercise. It was the identity shift. She became someone who prioritizes fitness. And once that identity was established, bigger changes became natural. Let's wrap this up. Change is hard because your brain is wired to resist it. Motivation fails, willpower runs out, big goals trigger resistance. But the 2-minute rule works because it bypasses your brain's resistance. It focuses on identity, not outcomes. Consistency, not intensity. Remember, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Every expert was once a beginner. Every pro was once an amateur. So here's your action step. Before you go to bed tonight, choose 1 habit. Scale it down to 2 minutes. Do it tomorrow, then the next day, then the next. I want to hear from you. What's the 1 habit you're going to start with? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single comment, and I'd love to cheer you on. If this video helped you understand why change is so difficult and gave you a tool to finally break through, smash that like button. Subscribe for more psychology-backed strategies for self-improvement. Remember, you're not broken, you're not lazy. You just needed the right strategy, and now you have it. The question isn't whether you can change. The question is, will you start today? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.